Shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh be in the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world calls God. Yahweh Shai be in the name of his beloved Son, who the world inwardly calls Jesus. It's the brother Yair Radha, the WFI Indiana Camp, coming to y'all with a quick cold cut through the spirit on how the Most High is a separatist. Straight up. It ain't no other way around it, no way to sugarcoat it, so on and so forth. Hey, but it is what it is. The Most High God is a separatist, and that's okay. You understand? First and foremost, because he can do what he want to do. It's too many times where people get caught up in Christianity or the thought of whatever the case may be, and you try to formulate or put your own emotions and own imagination on the Lord. But you can't do that. Lord, he is who he is, man. He is what the scriptures say. All right? And what do I mean by that? I mean, you can't dictate how the Lord is supposed to be based off of your emotions and what you feel like is right or what you feel like is wrong. That's not how it go. The Lord do what he want to do. And he's shown that multiple different times throughout the scriptures on how, hey, his counsel is the one that stands, right? His election, you understand, is what's going to stand at the end of the day, not the election of what so many other people say, come or say or try to bring up. So these different things, we got to understand and we got to put in perspective, all right, pertaining to, hey, the Lord is a separatist, straight up and down. And we're going to get precepts to prove that, right? Let's go to the classic, right? Let's go to the book of Genesis, chapter 11. All right, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 11, and verse 5. It says, and the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, behold, the people is one, and they have all one language. And this they began to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them, which they had imagined to do. So you had at one point in time all the people upon the earth, or most of the people upon the earth, coming together and quote unquote becoming one people. Watch this. Reading on, it says, verse 7, go to, let us go down and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city. So the Lord, even during the time of Genesis, literally scattered the people. Meaning what? He separated them. He didn't want them to be together. The Lord separated the people. You understand? Separated them. So now, that's one example of even back then, we'll just use that word, but even back then, the Lord separating and being a separatist, right? Let's get another one, right? Let's go to the book of Leviticus. Actually, let's go to the book of, let's go to the book of Leviticus. Right? It's a lot, but we're going to get a couple. All right, let's go to the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, and verse 24. Right? It says, but I have said unto you, ye shall inherit their land, and I will give it unto you to possess it, a land that floweth with milk and honey. I am the Lord your God, which have separated you from other people. So guess what? Jake and Eve, the Lord separated us, man. The Lord literally separated our people, the Israelites, from the rest of the other nations, man. The Lord didn't want us to be a part of them. The Lord didn't want us to be mingled and be together with them. But instead, what did the Lord do? The Lord, what did he? Hey, he separated us from among the other people. Even since the beginning. Even when we went into the land, even when we first was going into the land, you understand, of Israel, what did the Lord have us do? He had us destroy the nations and get them up out of the land. Now, obviously, you go and read in the detail, all the nations didn't get taken out because certain tribes, they didn't cast all of them away. But the Lord still gave us a commandment to do such a thing. Why? Because the Lord is a separatist. All right, let's get another one. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy. All right, chapter 7. Classic, verse 6. It says, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. All right, boom. The Lord, obviously there's a hierarchy. All right, the Lord established a hierarchy. But the point that I want in this verse is the word holy that's being used, right? That word holy in the Hebrew goes back to the word kodash. All right, some would say it's even two words for the word, word, or two meanings for the word holy in the Hebrew. But the point is that word holy that's being used is being used for what? Separate. All right, it literally means separate. It can mean separate. It can mean sacred. All right, it can mean a multitude of different things, all concerned with being set apart, separate, different, put aside. Right? And the Lord, let's read it again one more time. It says, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. What is that saying? Hey, y'all are a separate people unto me. So we're a part of the Lord. The Israelites are a part of the Lord. And then guess what? You have all the other nations. What is that? That's the separation that the Lord gave unto the children of Israel. You understand? So these different things people have to understand and realize and stop thinking, and with this mindset of Christianity and this mindset of loving the whole earth and so on and so forth. All right, because it's going against the precepts. All right, let's get another one. We're gonna get a couple more. All right, just a couple more. All right, let's go to the, matter of fact, let's go to the Apocrypha real quick. We'll get one in the Apocrypha. All right. Let's go to the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, and verse bear with me. I want 2nd Esdras 9. Dang, I think it's all good. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get another one in the Apocrypha. All right, that one kind of escaped me. All right, let's go to the book of Sirach instead. Right, we're gonna go to the book of Sirach, chapter 17. All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 17 and verse 17, and it reads, "For in the division of the nations," I mean that's plain. "For in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people, but Israel is the Lord's portion." So the Most High, guess what he did? He divided the nations. You understand? And gave each and every one of them a ruler of the people, right? So these different things we got to understand and realize and take into account, and stop leading with emotion and just leave with what the scriptures say. All right, let's get one more. All right, one more. It's the book of Matthew. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 25 and verse 32. And it reads, "And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a sheep divideth his sheep from the goats." So guess what? There you go, or there you have it again, a separation happening with the Most High God, man, and the people. The Lord, all throughout the scriptures, you understand, is separating the nations time and time and time again. Because why? We're a holy people unto the Most High God. What does that word holy go to? Set apart, different, separate, sacred, and the list goes on. Everything that has to do with being different or not like them, that's what we are. What is that? That's the separation. So these different things that we doing in the last days, we have to make sure that we walk in separate. When we in this walk, you can't be like the world.